So you've built a successful local business, and you're probably asking yourself, okay, what's next? That global stage is always calling, but man, how do you actually get there? Today, we're going to look at a blueprint for that exact journey, using a really fascinating case from Bangladesh to see how local know-how can unlock massive worldwide opportunities.
Right? This is the question. It's the one that keeps founders staring at the ceiling at night. You've totally nailed your home market, you've got a great foundation, but making that leap to becoming a global competitor, it can feel like you're trying to jump across a canyon. So how do you do it? How do you take a local favorite and make it a name people recognize thousands of miles away? That's the puzzle we're digging into.
And hey, let's be real here. This journey is a maze. It's so much more than just selling your product in a new place. You're suddenly dealing with brand new regulations, totally different cultures, and you're pretty much building your brand from scratch all over again. It is a super complex path, and honestly, it can be intimidating for even the most seasoned entrepreneurs out there.
But what if you didn't have to walk through that maze all by yourself? In the world of international trade, having a guide, someone who's already mapped out the territory, is an absolute game changer. Their experience, it's basically your shortcut to success. And that guide is MD Joynal Abdin. What's so fascinating here is the mix of skills he brings to the table. You see, he bridges that huge gap between high-level, complex trade policy and the practical, on-the-ground business strategy. And he powers it all with the digital tools you absolutely need to compete today.
You can really see the story in his career path. He started out supporting small and medium businesses, the grassroots level. Then he moved into a role shaping policy at the Dhaka Chamber of Commerce, a really influential body. That gives him this incredible perspective. He gets the struggles of a startup, but he also knows how the big levers of national trade work. And now he's using all that knowledge to build new bridges, like boosting trade with Brazil.
And when you add it all up, we're talking about over 18 years of hands-on experience. Think about that. That's almost 2 decades spent in the trenches, helping businesses figure out their challenges, grab opportunities, and achieve real, actual growth.
Okay, so you've got all this experience. How do you actually put it to work? Well, it's all channeled into this engine he built to help businesses move forward. Trade and Investment Bangladesh, or T&IB for short.
So what exactly is T&I? The best way to think about it is like a one-stop shop for growth. Its entire mission is to help everyone, from a solo entrepreneur just starting out to major institutions, build success that lasts. Not just at home, but on the global stage too.
All right, let's get down to the practical stuff. What does this support actually look like? We're about to break down this specific toolkit, the actual services that T&IB uses to fuel their clients' growth.
So, the core consultancy, it follows this really smart, logical path. It all kicks off with the big picture strategy. Then it dives into the nitty-gritty of getting you ready to export and actually entering a new market. After that, they're actively connecting you with buyers. And the final steps are all about building your presence, nailing your brand, and setting up your sales channels. It's the whole shebang, a complete A to Z process.
And in today's world, you can't talk about global reach without talking about digital reach. It's just non-negotiable. This is where T&IB makes sure their clients are ready to compete. They handle everything from building a professional, secure website to running super targeted campaigns on social media and Google, making sure you connect with the right international audience.
And this is where you see they're not just about talk. They deliver real, tangible products. Here's a perfect example, a tiered website package. By offering different solutions for a startup versus a more established company, they make top-tier digital services accessible to basically everyone, no matter what stage of growth they're in. It's pretty smart.
Strategy and services are great and all, but at the end of the day, results are what really count, right? The real proof, the real value, it comes straight from the clients who've actually partnered with them and seen the impact for themselves. And wow, the numbers really do speak for themselves here. Over 150 projects delivered, to more than 145 happy clients. That tells you this isn't just a promise of performance. This is a proven track record of getting it done, time and time again, and making sure clients are satisfied.
Let's hear it straight from a client in Canada. Listen to the words he uses: strategic insight, market understanding, and hands-on support. That's the perfect recipe, isn't it? It's exactly what any business needs when they're trying to build strong relationships across borders.
And here's another one, again from Canada. This time they're highlighting a responsive approach and clear communication. When you're dealing with different continents, different time zones, that stuff is absolutely crucial. It's not just a nice to have, it adds real, tangible value to the whole project.
So when you look at all of this, the services, the results, the feedback, you start to realize there's a bigger idea at play here. This isn't about just doing one-off projects. It's really about building something that's meant to last.
And honestly, this quote just nails it. It perfectly sums up their whole approach. They're not just some consultant you hire for a job. They see themselves as a long-term partner, someone who's actually invested in your sustainable growth. It's a shared journey.
So, we're going to end by turning this all back to you. After seeing this blueprint, this model for guided global expansion, what does the next step on your growth journey look like? And could having a strategic partner be the key that unlocks it all?